crafty friends, it's Alexa from Hearts Crafts, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Perth, Western Australia. And today I am here with part 2 of my pyramid album. So part 2, we're going to decorate this beautiful album that I made. And I have pre-organised some embellishments to go into the album. So I thought, let's get started with decorating. Actually, first of all, I'm going to show you some of the embellishments I have organised. So I'll be using the leaf label and amber gem combo back. I also am going to be using the Fern 3D embossing folder from Stampin' Up. I'm going to be using the sunflower dies. I'll also be using the tree ring dies as well. And I'll be using the acorns out of these. This one, I'm going to be using the sunflower and the leaves. This is the Brilliant Wings dies. And I'll be using one of the butterflies out of here. This is the rustic pumpkin dies, and I have pre-cut out a lot of the stuff already. So I've done some pumpkins and bits and pieces, which I'll show you in a second. And this is the Hello Harvest stamp set, which goes with the designer series paper. So I'm just going to pop those to the side. And I also used a few stamping blends to colour in my pumpkins and flowers and things. So let me show you some of the embellishments I have come up with. So here are some of the pumpkins that I did, and I have left one of the pumpkins so I can show you how I did that. I also stamped and heat embossed some leaves. These are the acorns, and I will show you how I have shaped them and coloured them. Here's some more embellishment for the pumpkins, leaves, and some sunflowers, little bouquet, and a pumpkin that I coloured in, some sunflowers. I did a 3D sunflower, so I have one here to show you how I have shaped and coloured this one as well. And I also have a tag. I stamped and heat embossed in gold a little greeting or saying for the front. Here are my autumn leaves that I have 3D'd and coloured. So I have left one so I can show you how I coloured that. And here's some flowers from the some leaves from the sunflowers. And this is the butterfly I have. And just a few more bits and pieces. So I'm going to show you how I did my shaping of my butterfly as well. And I also have a scrap piece of basic white here, so I can stamp the pumpkin and the flowers and show you how I coloured them in very briefly. Excuse me. So I'm just going to pop these to the side, and before I start embellishing this album, oh, and I also used sponge daubers. So I have some sponge daubers here to the side, and I have a sponge dauber for every colour of my ink pads. That's me. You can do colour groups if you want to, but I choose to do it separately. I do that with my blending brushes as well. So just if you were curious. Okay, so the first thing I will show you what I did is the sunflower, because I thought it would be cute to put the sunflower on the front of our album, something like this, something like that, with perhaps a butterfly there and the greeting beyond grateful there. So this could be a nice beautiful autumnal gratitude album. I thought that would be really sweet. So first thing I'm going to do though is show you how I actually put this sunflower together, so you can see how I did that. Excuse me. So the first thing I did was I grabbed my glue. Now this little glue holder here with this lovely fine tip needle at the top there, I've actually just put my Tombow glue, our wonderful Tombow glue, into this little bottle. So with these fine dies, it's easier to stick it down and not get glue everywhere, because I do have a wee bit of bad habit of getting glue everywhere. Okay, right, now to line this up, I just looked for these bits here, and you'll be able to see here that these bits line up, and I just lined that up and placed it down just like that. And then with my insert bit, I wanted it to have a bit of shape. I'm just going to place my lid on here. This silicone cap really keeps your nib nice and clear, and it doesn't dry up hard. So I'm just going to bring in my piercing mat, because I want to shape this bit here, and I use my glue bottles, and I also use my picky tool for my shaping of things, especially if you don't have a shaping tool. This works really well. So, and I have put a new piece of paper on here, which makes it more difficult than I thought. I might just bring in this pad here. That's better. My shaping mat. This is from our case where you will find that we store our stamp blocks in, our acrylic stamp blocks in. I just like using this sometimes because you need something grippy occasionally. And I just brought in some dimensionals for this, and I'm going to double layer my dimensionals in here. And another great tip, as you can see, I have lines on the back of my dimensionals, so I know when I've got backings on here or I don't have backings on here. Oops, before I stick that down properly. There we go. Okay, and I think I'm going to stick to this mat here where I've got a bit more control over this bit here. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring in my glue bottle again, and I'm just going to go around the edges just so you get that nice little bit of lift, and it gives it that nice roundness underneath. And I'll bring it into the middle. And then I'm going to swap to no, I'm not. And as you can see, that's just given me a nice bit of 3D lift there. Now the other thing I did was I brought in my early espresso sponge dobber, and I just grabbed up a little bit of ink. I am going to swap mats out again to this one. My piercing mat I have just covered with a scrap piece of computer paper. It actually is a scrap. It's something I did a practice thing on, and yeah. So I just want to gently rub around this just to bring some colour to my sunflower, and I'm just going lightly on this one. And that's it. That's basically all I did to make my sunflower. Now this one I've used Daffodil Delight and Mango Melody on top. With this one here, I've used the Mango Melody and the Daffodil Delight on top. I actually like this one for my front cover, so I'm going to keep that one for my front cover. And this one I'm going to put to the side and see if we'll use it in the album. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is glue down my sunflower, and I'm just going to place glue in the middle because I might want to put other things underneath, but I definitely want to put those leaves underneath. I'm just going to bring it more down this way and stick it down. Now with my leaves, I actually used some Cajun Craze to colour the veiny bits. I should have cut some leaves and showed you how I did the leaves, but oh well, we'll see how we go. Still might do that if I have time. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my dimensionals to pop up my sentiment. I was just seeing whether I wanted to double layer it, but I think I'll keep it single layered and pop that there. There we go. And then I am going to bring in my butterfly and just place my butterfly quarter on, half of the butterfly on the flower and half on the book. And I think that's cute. Another thing I might do, just looking at it, is bring in some Winker Stella. So here's my clear Winker Stella. And I might just bring some sparkle to my butterfly wings. And I think that looks lovely. I love that. It's beautiful. Okay, now the next page. Excuse me. Now the next page, I am half tempted to leave this one plain so I can put some photos in here. Just actually wondering if maybe I might actually put this pumpkin in here, and then I could have it as a tuck spot. That might be cute too. what if I do something like this? With this on top. And then I could put some journaling behind there and a photo there. That might be nice. I was going to leave this one, but I think that might be nice on there. That kind of uplifts it. So I think I'm going to leave this flat. And I may glue these on first before I stick this down. And my reason being is that because I want to place things behind here and use it as a tuck spot, it might be nice just to have it glued along the bottom only. So if I place these here, that's gorgeous. So now if I want to, I can place a card behind that, and with this card I could always just stamp, or I can write something on there. Maybe place a little bit of ribbon on there. Where's my scissors? I thought using this gingham ribbon would set off the harvest theme quite nicely, and it's black and white, so it's pretty. And I might just tie this together with a bit of linen thread, or I actually have Baker's Twine Essential pack here, and I thought it might be nice to bring in an earthy tone. Oops. Might be a bit too small for, that's all right. It is a wee bit too small for doing another bow. So I'm just going to cut that on an angle and tidy that up. And that would look quite sweet there. There we go. And you can have that as a journaling card. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just pop that to the side, and I'll show you how I actually coloured that in. I should have my stamps all prepped and ready for you. Okay. Now these are D blocks. Whoops. If you wanted to know which size my dirty D block, what size blocks I've used, just put the lid on my glue. And I coloured it in early espresso, or stamped it in early espresso, I should say. There we go. I'll clean those in a minute. Close my ink pad because I'm good at making a mess. Okay, right. With my pumpkin, I actually used some Cajun Craze markers, and I used the bronze, the pumpkin pie, light and dark, and I also used a wee bit of the So Saffron and Dark Mango Melody. Okay, so for my pumpkin, I actually started off colouring the bottom here with the bronze, just to give it some darkness. And our Stampin' Right markers, these ones are the alcohol ones, alcohol based. And I also came down on the lines just to give it some shadowing. And as you can notice, I've gone more on this side. And I did a little bit on here. And another thing I did do, actually, with the stem, is I came in with my light Mossy Meadow, and I coloured it in with some light Mossy Meadow. And then I came in with some Cajun Craze. And then I'm going to come in with my dark pumpkin pie. And as you can see, should be able to see some shadowing starting to happen. And I'm not going perfectly because I don't want it to be too perfect, because nothing in life is perfectly formed. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my light pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to blend that all in a bit with the light pumpkin pie, and you'll see the highlights starting to form. And you can keep on going over and over this until it starts to blend in. There we go. And I think I might just bring in my dark, just to give these lines here a little bit more shadowing. There we go. And that's how I did my pumpkin. Now, you have to remember, alcohol markers do bleed through. I'm just going to do a little bit more here. Oh, and I forgot to bring in I'll start with my light So Saffron, just to bring in a little bit of highlights here. Now this will lighten it a little bit. Then I'll bring in this one. There we go. So, and as that dries, that will start to dry a wee bit lighter, and it just gives it some more dimension, which I love. I love that. And always remember, you can mix and match your alcohol markers as much as you like, and you can make other colours. You can see how the green and the bronze here is blended nicely, and it's given that little bit more 3D-ish look to it. Okay, anyways, let's continue on. I have got my light mossy meadow here, and I'm just going to colour in these leaves, and then I will come back and do a little bit of highlighting, because you can layer up your alcohol markers once you let them dry, and you can build up layers and do some highlighting that way too if you wish to. So, which is what I'm going to do. Although I'm not too worried here because the early espresso has done a bit of the shading already here as well. Okay. And I've used my dark cherry cobbler, or did I use my light? I'll start off with the light. And then I'm going to bring in my saffron. And I'm just bringing in the dark saffron. There we go. And then, excuse me, I just brought my bronze back in again. And then I brought in my Starry Sky light. There we go. And that's how I did it. And then I just die cutted these out. And that's our matching die for that one. And our matching die for our pumpkin. Okay. Which I might just quickly cut out. And there we have our die cuts. Okay, so I'm going to leave them to the side. Pop these back. Now, since I am colouring, what I may do is show you how I did the autumn, the leaf, this leaf here. Which I used my sponge daubers again. So I used Mossy Meadow. And what I'm going to do is just grab some ink on a block. So I used some Mossy Meadow. I used some Cajun Craze. Did I use Cajun Craze or did I use Real Red? I think I actually might have used a bit of Cajun Craze. Bit of Cajun Craze. Maybe that's all I use. Okay, that is fine. So I use some Cajun Craze and some Mossy Meadow. Cool. Fine. Aren't you crazy? There we go. Okay, so my Mossy Meadow, I'm just going to bring in my stamp pad again, tap some off. I'm just very lightly going over in various places. And then with my Cajun Craze, I just wanted to get the tips more than anything on here. And perhaps a little bit more. And I'm just picking up the embossing that I did with the embossing folder. Okay, so there we have my leaf, and just to shape it, all I did was bend it in places and yeah, just work the paper really. So, because I know, is it a maple leaf? Yes, I think it is a maple leaf. Maple leaves, they crinkle a lot. I have an ornamental maple in my garden, and they are such pretty colours. Actually, I might just, don't think there's any yellow left in that. That was just Daffodil Delight. So, maybe. There we go. Okay. Right, let's get back to decorating our album. So, I'm going to the next page here. Might be nice to put a little tuck spot here. Actually, I'm just thinking these acorns might be nice. And I feel like, because with acorns, when they fall off the tree, sometimes they fall apart. So it is nice to have a bit of an acorn. So I'll show you how I shaped that. Where's my shaping mat? And all I did, pretty sure this one I used my cut and emboss. So that's just got a bit of shape to it. And where's the other bit? I'm just going to grab my early espresso, if there's anything left on here, which is a tiny bit. And I think that's just perhaps I just wanted the look of scatteredness, you know, like things have fallen from the tree and whatnots. So, but will we put it on that page, or will I leave that one? This page is so beautiful, I don't want to touch it. Got a bit of fluff on there. Okay, this page here, I wanted to pop a pumpkin on here. So what I may do with this one is actually pop some dimensionals down the bottom here, maybe one in the middle, just to give it some lift, so you can still pop things behind it. Might actually pop one here as well. And that can be used as another tuck spot in here. So where is, I used my tag, didn't I? Let's grab this tag and I can pop that there, because what I may do, actually, how about we place some flowers down, and I might just give these flowers a wee bit of a lift. Where's the other one? There's another one. I know I had 3 flowers. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So I can maybe place, and when I can find the other, or I could just pop this on here. Okay, where's my shaping and my picky tool? Oops, I hope I'm staying in frame. I don't know about that, but maybe something like that. Maybe I'll just think on it. Okay, so I've got my pumpkin there anyway, and I could perhaps, all I did was rolled this butterfly wings, and I could perhaps put a butterfly there too. That might be nice as well. I'll see. Anyway, I'm just trying to keep this a little bit basic, but just so you know, that goes, or a tag can go in here, and I will leave that one there. And then let's move on to the next page. So here I have planned, was it this spot or this spot? Actually, I think it's this spot here. I have planned to put some DSP down and a bit of white cardstock. So this would be a flip up. So there was also a space for writing here as well. So I thought that could be quite cute. And it just adds some extra interest here. And then you can place a memory under here and keep it private or whatever. So what I'm going to do is just glue this bit down. glue. Center it. There we go. And place this here to the side and center it like so. And you could always pop a pumpkin there if you wish to, or on there, or I could place a sunflower here, which I might do that. Yes, I might. Oh, actually, before I do, I'm just going to wipe this glue off. I just had a thought, because I always like to keep a tuck spot, but because I just placed glue there, and I know that's going to be a little bit sticky, I'm just going to, I suppose I'll erase it with my glue eraser. I was going to get some powder to it, but the glue eraser works just as well. There we go. And just wondering if I should use some autumn leaves as well. Instead of some normal leaves. No, I think I'll just, yes, I think I'll just stick to the, I didn't glue this together, did I? Oh no, I didn't want to glue that together. That's okay. But yes, I think what I'm going to do is have this still as a tuck spot. So if I just place just around here my dimensionals and place them along here, then you can still use that. Oh, there's that third flower I was looking for before. And I think it might be nice I don't know. Anyways, I'll come back to that. Okay, so we have a nice little spot here for journaling or placing another photo, but I think it'd be great for journaling. Photos here, photo here, and we've got our beautiful sunflower there. We've got our beautiful pumpkins here. There's another beautiful sunflower. Actually here might be nice to add another butterfly. I might just do that. That would be cute. And get my Winker Stella. I know this will flatten, but that's okay. There we go. I know you won't be able to see the glitter in that, but never mind. Okay, so not sure about that one. Now this page here, the other page I used a pumpkin. Okay, So what do we have left? We have some maple leaves, and I still haven't used the maple leaves yet. And I still have a pumpkin here or a few pumpkins that we can use. And I need to think about what I'm going to put here. And here I might make into another pocket, maybe. I don't know about that. Oh, actually, I like that. I could have a strip of that. Might do some paper piecing together. I knew I had a smaller bit somewhere. Oh, that's too small. Oh, quite like that. But I also like the thought of these falling down as well. Might just grab another one out of the packet. Where did I put the packet? And have a third leaf going down. That could be cool too. You don't necessarily have to have designer series paper behind it. Then I could have the leaves falling down. That would be nice. I really like that. So that gives me an opportunity to show you how I embossed the leaf. So all I did was I got my Fern 3D embossing folder, and I had a look as to where I thought it'd be nice to place my leaf, where I'd get the most, and I think I quite like that, so I'm going to go for that sort of a thing. Oops. Yes, I think I like that. And then I just run it through my machine, which I'm going to do now. And you get this lovely impression. Okay, so let's bring in my sponge daubers again. And I use the Mossy Meadow. I'm just gonna, still got my block here. Just bring in some of these colours. Bring my block down here. Okay. Hope I'm in screen here. There we go. Just pop these out of the way so I don't get ink everywhere. I'm just gonna squishy it all sort of up a little bit so it looks like it's weathered and falling off the tree. And I am just going to glue these down. Actually, I might use dimensionals. I might use my black dimensional so it's hidden a bit better. And once again, I just popping it on one side. And I just want it to actually, I might pop one under here. Keep that down a little bit. And one here, one here. Doesn't matter if it overlays. And one down here. And whoops. Might just place one just under here. There we go. Okay, right, so that gives it all a bit of interest there, which I love. Although it would have been nice to have brought some of this in somehow. Oh well, that's okay. I might not sure. I'll think about it. Okay, right, so this page here, we've done that one. We've done that one. We've done that one. So we are up to this one. There's a bit of fluff there. Okay, right, what shall we put on here? I really want to use the leaves, and I really like the look of the rusticness of leaves just falling. And then how about we just throw some acorns? Like that. Okay, right. Now I am just going to glue these two together so I can hide my glue behind the autumn leaves. And a little bit behind here. Then a bit of glue here for here. bit of glue here. And once again, I've just done it so you can still place stuff behind here. And I'm just going to use my dimensionals. Actually, I might stick with the black dimensionals. And I'm going to grab a mini black. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to cut a wee bit of this one for here. And a black dimensional for this one. Actually, no, I don't want that there. I've just realised if I put that there, then you can't tuck anything behind it. So I wanted to leave this so we can still tuck things. Oh, you can't. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. You couldn't see that. Oh, how much of the video has it been that you haven't seen? So that's that page. Oh my goodness. That's that page. I just placed a butterfly there with a bit of Winker Stella. Here I put a pumpkin. I could probably put another pumpkin there too. Oops. Let's see if I can pop. I actually might do that. Let's pop another pumpkin behind it. With some dimensionals. Oh gosh, I hope this whole video I have not not been in camera. Okay, so that's the next page with the fall in autumn leaves. And then on our very last, or second last page, we have our flip up here and somewhere to write. And we've still got our tuck spot here underneath our sunflower, which later I'll go through and I'll put some tags and things through. And then we've got our last page, which I was just going to leave plain for now until I've decided what I'm going to put in here. So there we go. Or I could always pop that on there in the last page, couldn't I? Actually, that would look cute there, wouldn't it? What do we think, guys? Shall I pop that there? Excuse me. I do like that. Where's the rest of my flowers? Oops. I was just looking to see if I could that's okay. I might make a tag and put those on a tag, I think. Oh, yes. Yes, I could do that on here. Okay. Let me see. I could. Oh, that would be cute. What do we think of this, guys? Sort of have our own little kind of bouquet here. And a little tuck spot with that. That could be cute. Okay, so let me just bring in my paper trimmer. Just going to double check this. I'm pretty sure, yep. So I need to come down to here. And I'm just going to place that behind. So I've got these both the same. There we go. I do like that. And then a piece of this on the other side with the beautiful acorn leaves. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in my shaper so I can shape this last. Gosh, I really, really hope I have, here's my dimensions here. I have got most of this in view because I'd be really disappointed if I haven't. Oops. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this together. Just give it a little bit of a curve to it, like so. Bit of glue down the bottom here and here. There we go. That's kind of cute. I like that. And if I didn't want to put that little booklet there, although that is a nice tuck spot, could always put booklet there. but there was this spot here. I could always put booklet there, which is quite cute. Or we could put the booklet. Actually, I might put the booklet there like that. I like that. Just so people can see that you can put booklet anywhere. There we go. Okay, so there is my decorated album. Now I may go through and pop some more in because, oh look, I've got more black cardstock here. Oh, I'll show you how I made this tag, because I've got this beautiful tag topper here, and I used our new Very Best Trio Punch. So what I did was, I hope I'm in, yep, just pushed one corner in, flip it around, because if you don't flip it around it will be opposite, and then I punched again. So, and then to get this central, I hope that's central, yes, yay. Okay, so that's how I made my tag. And actually, while we're here, I may as well finish off this pumpkin, and I'll pop that on there, and then I can place that in the album. Okay, so I'll bring in my shaping mat again. I'll use the because I just wanted the edges done on this, because I knew this was going in the middle. All my needles and pins for all the things I do. Whoops. Am I in? Oh, I'm not in camera again. Gosh. I am so sorry if I have not been in camera. Okay. Just soften those edges a wee bit. And then all I did was grab some dimensionals. And 3 dimensionals in this one. And I also got the sponge dauber, and I went around the edges with Cajun Craze as well. So there we go. That's that. And let's just shape this a little bit. There we go, bit of glue. And with this one, I went around with Cajun Craze as well, up the top. Gee, I'm terrible at staying in frame, aren't I? And then with this, I'm just going to swap to my other glue ball, because it's nice, fine, detailed. There we go. Pick this up and I just use my and I did not put, oops, I did not put glue everywhere. And I think I'm just going to place it there like that. And I will stick that down like that. But I'm tempted to put some designer series paper behind it just to give it some oomph. What do you think? I think that could be the way to go. I want it there. Or should I use the green? Oh. Or should I use this? I could use this. Like that, and some ribbon. Yes, okay, there we go. Sold. Okay, where's my glue? And then we can place that one in the album as well. Crafting on the fly here. I do like to do that sometimes. And I might just actually only put the glue so if you want to place something underneath, you can. Hope I'm staying in camera there. Okay, and there we have it. So let's get some ribbon. Cut a piece. Sorry, I'm just going over my bin then to cut my ribbon. Place that through like so. And I'm gonna, stuck to me. I've got glue all over my fingers. Try that again. Could even staple it on, couldn't I? But I won't. Okay, I hope I'm staying in view there. And this time, just tying a knot. And hopefully a cute little bow. There we go. Yay, it kind of worked this time. Where's my scissors? Oops, I hope I'm staying in camera. Pull this down a bit, and there we go. There's another tag. Okay, let's find a place for this tag, shall we? No, not quite. Pumpkin on pumpkin. I don't want it with the leaves. This one's already got a spot here. How about I swap this out? There we go. Oh, look at that. Pumpkins with pumpkins. I like that. I love it. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little session, and I hope I've stayed mostly in frame. Yeah, and you've enjoyed this, and I will catch you all next time. Oh, if you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it out with your friends, and leave me a comment, good or bad. If you've got any questions, I am happy to answer any of your questions, and yeah, I will see you all next time. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye for now.